30th rendition of collegiate wrestling's most storied series, the Bedlam Series. Number 15, Oklahoma challenges number 5, Oklahoma State in Stillwater's historic Gallagher Iba Arena. Brought to you by Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Hello again, along with my broadcast partner, two-time All-American Hardell Moore. I'm Jay Guyman, ready to bring you Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. And the Cowboys have taken a lot of the Bedlam out of this with that huge lopsided edge, plus winning the past 20. It's turned it into somewhat mild Bedlam, to use an oxymoron. But Hardell, third-year coach for Oklahoma, Roger Kish, hopes to bring his team up and put the Bedlam back into Bedlam.
Exactly. He's got some new portal guys in, transfers in. We asked him about that. They brought some experience and well-versed knowledge and kind of increasing that culture to make Oklahoma a little bit better. And then also get that Bedlam going again. I know he definitely wants to do that.
Oh, yes, definitely. And Oklahoma State hasn't been at home since 65 days ago, but have had a lot of good road success. Look at the victories against ranked teams. Only one loss, the tight one to Iowa. And so they've had great success on the road, but now have a loaded home schedule the next 6 weeks or so. So it should be a lot of fun. And also tonight, Hardell, before a huge crowd, probably 12,000 or so, the debut of Jax Forrest, that talented freshman who just enrolled a week ago.
Exactly. You see all these accolades right there. I had a chance to talk to his dad, Howard, a little bit before the duel and getting everything set in and settled. You know, he just came off a Powerade victory, and he had a phenomenal summer, so a lot of excitement.
Starting off tonight at 165 pounds for Oklahoma State, not unbeaten freshman D. Lockett. It will be Cody Rutledge filling in tonight, and he goes against a man who will be a slight favorite here for Oklahoma, and that is Mr. Keller.
Yes.
Peyton Keller, who is 6-5 on the year, was an All-American 2 years ago at Ohio U. We mentioned these different schools. Oklahoma has 8 transfers in the lineup tonight. It's a national team. They've brought them in from everywhere as Roger Kish tries to build this program.
Exactly right, and it's, you know, we talked about that, even similar to what Oklahoma State had last year with all their older guys and transfer guys. But to your point, Keller's an All-American in 2024 from Ohio. He was down at 157 pounds there. So he's getting this Bedlam underway, and his opponent is Cody Rutledge, which is right up the street from Edmond, two-time national champ, Fargo champ, Ironman champ, and is part of Edmond North squad, which actually you got 3 of those guys wrestling today with Rutledge here, Hollingsworth at 149 for OU, and Schneider as well as 157 for the Sooners.
And Rutledge in his limited dual action, 1-1, 5-2 counting his record in open tournaments. So this is his first official appearance in Gallagher Iba Arena. 1-1, 5-2 counting his record in open tournaments. So this is his first official appearance in Gallagher Iba Arena.
And just like a lot of these guys, we talk about controlling your emotions here, right? And you're obviously, it's in Bedlam. You got a packed house here. First time to wrestle in front of probably this many people.
Oh, yeah. It's just a great crowd. And Keller, of course, has been excellent for Oklahoma at times. And he, especially for Ohio, there's Rutledge. And on the shot, trying to get control of the far leg. Does not have 3 yet. Trying to reach over, pull the head clear and the left shoulder clear, and there's not yet. Keller doing a good job scrambling, hanging on there.
Yeah, Keller did a good job. Rutledge was trying to hide that ankle, but Keller was able to kind of roll that, pass that through. Now it's going to be who can get their head high still. They're both kind of in similar positions. Rutledge's got a little bit better position, but you see Keller still has that right leg underneath, so.
Could see a stalemate before I could even get it out of my mouth. There's the stalemate called by our lead official, Eric Burchett. Josh Briscoe is the assistant official. No score. From Cutler, Ohio is Peyton Keller, and as we said, All-American a couple of years ago for Ohio U. And they're home, Cleveland. That's where we'll be in March for the NCAA championships.
You'll see Rutledge get back to that, right? That was the first full attempt. Good pressure there, looking for that ankle, staying on the head. Keller really hadn't fired anything off. It's been a little bit more defensive here.
Still no score, 20 seconds left in the first. Hardell Gallagher-Iba holds 13,611, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have 12,000 people here tonight.
It's pretty close.
Tremendous crowd.
Yeah. I think eventually, you know, once we start getting closer, find out what the real attendance is. A good crowd for sure.
No score after the first. Rutledge and Keller. And
Keller deferred.
He deferred.
Yeah, Rutledge is going in bottom position. So this is a crucial part here. We talk about this all the time, right? You got a young true freshman on bottom. You got a redshirt senior on top.
Right.
All-American under his belt. So this part is crucial for the young man in the bottom position.
Now, Oklahoma's favored in 2 weight classes. Ironically, you have to favor them here and also at 174, where Schubert is the highest-ranked wrestler, and the next 2 after that are literal toss-ups.
Yep.
There's the escape. So, you know, it wouldn't be a shock even though Oklahoma State's heavily favored in the duel. Oklahoma could conceivably win the first 4 weight classes. Here is Rutledge, and again on the leg, the right leg. Standing position by Keller, trying to fight it off. Rutledge hikes it up, gets the trip, but not all the way to the mat, and there he goes.
Wow, that was
for
nice.
3.
So what we saw right there from Rutledge, he did a really good job staying patient, and actually got Keller's ankle to his armpit, right? He was trying to reach out there, trip, did a good job staying patient, climbed the ladder. Keller kind of turned away and kicked. That's where Rutledge was able to grab those 2 legs to get that 3 points. Here's that replay right here. Got it high, actually beyond his armpit. Yep,
nice
and ended up getting his 3 points there.
And, you know, things can change in a hurry. Nothing to 4-0 in just about 40 seconds.
Well, one thing, Rutledge's pace will not slow down, right? It will not stop. Obviously, they're doing an optional start right here.
And he releases him.
And my guess is a couple of more shots, he may get a stall call on Keller because Keller has not attacked yet.
Rutledge has been the aggressor. 2 good shots, including one that scored. And a goal shot by Keller there, but a counter by Rutledge. He has the leg again.
He baited him.
Traps the head.
He baited him. He baited him. Oh,
and there's 3.
And what I say about he baited him, Keller kind of wanted him to take that so he could get in that little Merkle position. What Rutledge did a good job was, staying on his feet and not going.
Tried for the cradle. Oh, got it hooked up again. No points yet. 7-2 is the score, by the way. Oh, no escape yet. I beg your pardon. 7-1 still. Has a front cradle. You don't see that all that often, but some people can score with it.
He tried to end up rolling him through there and kind of got a little wonkadoodle, right? Don't ask me. Well, I know what wonkadoodle is, but it ain't in the dictionary. Trust me. Right?
With that, is that an oral?
Let's say a little sideways, kind of uncomfortable. And watching Keller wrestle, right? Here's that second takedown that we were just discussing there. So he's coming there. Watch Keller kind of baiting. Well, now he's trying to get in a Merkle. Now, if Rutledge's hands hits the mat, that's 3. But he does a good job staying up. Keller gets a little too high, shakes him off, and ends up getting that 3 points.
And Rutledge holds on. Only 7 seconds left when they resumed, and he rides out to take a 7-1 lead into the 3rd.
So Rutledge looked over to David, and he was like, Coach Taylor, he wants to have one more takedown. Because Rutledge is like, keep him down. What do you want me to do here?
Is he going to do
so
optional?
He's going to do optional start.
Probably release him. We'll see. Sometimes they can fool you. And there's the release to make it 7-2. Riding time is 1:05 in favor of Rutledge. It's been all Rutledge so far.
Keller kind of hit a little dump. That's that second high crotch attempt that he's tried, but Rutledge did a really good job of just down blocking there.
Good little duck under try by Keller, but nothing there. He's trying to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
He has to, down by 5.
Yeah.
Up. Rutledge, you go behind. That was too easy. Escape by Keller.
Rutledge still got to stay solid here. I'm kind of watching what Keller's doing, right? Kind of reaching back a little bit behind the waist. My man may have some tricks up his sleeves if you're not fundamentally sound.
He needs to hit a big move, obviously, because when you're down by 7, riding time against you, just playing takedown release probably won't get that done. So he's got to have something big, like a 5, 6, 7 point move.
Well, Rutledge is doing a good job of defending that so far. Good snaps by Keller.
1 minute left, actually 50 seconds now. Underhook there by Rutledge. Keller backs out of that. Keller just hasn't been able to get anything going.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with Rutledge's pace, his position, and he's just staying right in front of him. Heavy on the head the whole time. There's that dunk. He's been looking for that dunk.
And but Keller, or rather Rutledge counters, trying to come around, nothing there. And you know, a big match for Rutledge. Makes his debut, has to lead off the duel.
Yeah.
And against a senior who's been an All-American, and he has performed admirably for the Cowboys.
He's performed really well. True freshman out here. First time, obviously, wrestling in this front of crowd in Gallagher Arena. You talked about Keller and his experience, right? But Rutledge has been the aggressor.
109 riding time. If nothing else happens, it'll be a major decision. 7 seconds left. 11-3 counting the riding time. And it is a major decision for Cody Rutledge in his Gallagher Iba debut. Schubert did. And Facundo, as we said, coming out as Schubert's opponent. Facundo is from Essexville, Michigan. And he's a redshirt junior, transferred in from Rutgers, Penn State. I get them mixed up.
No, Schubert's from Cal Baptist.
No, Facundo.
Penn State.
He's Penn State. And Schubert, Cal Baptist, of course, wrestled last year.
And like I tell you, Schubert has had one heck of a year, right? He won the Cliff King, went out to Rutgers and beat Pinto there. I know we have the familiar faces with DJ Parker. Another one following this at 84 beat Brian Saldano as well. And also Juan Moore, which has been there as well. So, yeah, this is a...
Well, Schubert beat All-American West Navy to win the Cliff King. As you said, he's a redshirt sophomore, had a very good season.
Schubert's in on that. He's high on that knee. Facundo's doing a really good job here.
Facundo's ranked 13th. He's 8-4.
They have been here, I think, already over a minute in this position.
And Facundo being taller is helping him out because it's hard for the shorter, stockier Schubert to get him hyped up high enough, but we'll see.
Got to figure it out. You got to wrestle through these positions, right? Facundo's doing a good job grabbing wrist. Schubert's trying to get that up. Now he's got it. Now he's at the ankle. Now he's made his adjustment, getting to the ankle, trying to back trip a little bit.
Facundo hanging in there, but Schubert still in a good position. Trying to hike that leg and propose there. Facundo hanging on. Minute and a half they've been going at it like this.
Let's see if he back trips again. Oh, nothing. He's in the crotch now. Facundo's in a little bit better position. You see Schubert trying to get that left arm across to change off to get to his hip.
Facundo showing great flexibility.
Oh!
Trying to hook that ankle, the left ankle of Schubert, and does, but nobody's in control.
Nothing yet. He still got his hands locked. That's why.
Yes. Schubert still has the locked hands around the left thigh of Facundo. 33 seconds left. Can somebody score? Might get a stalemate here.
I want to see if he's going to stalemate this. I want to see it. No.
Oh, Facundo breaks the locked hands. And Facundo trying. He's in good position, but no. And 3 for Facundo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I would like to go back and see what the time was when Schubert got in on that single.
Longest takedown in college wrestling history.
He scored with, Facundo scored with 10 to 15 seconds left on that clock.
Unbelievable.
Woo. Okay, they're going to show a replay, but we're just getting to this part because otherwise we would miss half the match if they keep going. But Facundo did a really good job in there. Both of them trying to make those adjustments. Facundo ended up winning that battle there, bouncing on that right leg that whole time for about, I almost want to say 2 minutes, Jay. I'm not going to lie. Probably a little bit longer than that.
It was probably every bit of that. So Facundo chooses bottom to start the second. And it's to a tripod, but then Schubert hanging tough. Grabs the ankle, Facundo. Oh, here we go again. Reaching through the shoulder is Facundo. Now he's out of there, and he takes the lead to 4-0.
So that was really smart by Facundo there. When he was up, the ref wasn't counting. But once he went back down to that knee, kind of in that hip lock position, he started counting. Schubert was in that position to realize, man, I got to let him go. Now, Schubert has to have confidence that, hey, man, I can get to his leg. Now he's just got to finish.
Got to finish, and Facundo needs to generate something. Another good shot or two by Schubert. Facundo could be subject to a stalling call, because he hasn't really initiated a good shot. Great countering, just hasn't initiated anything. Well, we're informed by our producer extraordinaire, it was 2.5 minutes from the time Schubert got the leg until Facundo got the takedown. Man, well, I said longest takedown in NCAA history.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, that was I've seen a lot of wrestling, but I haven't seen that part right there. That was something else. And they did a good job of wrestling through that situation. Goodness, you know, people are hollering stalling there, like Schubert's in on the leg, getting ready to score. Both guys are working there.
4-0 Facundo with the takedown with 10 seconds left in the third. Facundo now attacks. He's in on the leg.
Now this is where Facundo has struggled lately. He gets to the leg, but he's got to work to finish. There's 25 seconds left here. Let's see how this last 25 runs out.
Schubert throws in a whizzer, but he's not in real good position with it. Facundo trying, but almost off the mat. 1 foot still in for Facundo. Now they're off. 11 seconds left in the second.
That was really good mat awareness by Schubert there. He kind of knew where he was at, and every time he kind of kept bringing Facundo back down, he was kind of getting closer to that edge. So smart mat awareness there.
And should Facundo hang on, it'd be a big win for him to be the top 6 ranked man. By the way, Intermat rankings. Second period ends still 4-0. Just the escape by Facundo in the second period. Now Schubert's turn on bottom, we assume. Yep, he chooses bottom.
I know this is a 4-0 match, man, but that first period, there's some oh, man.
And I think probably 90 caution there on Schubert. I think 95% of the people in the building thought, well, it's either going to be a Schubert takedown or maybe Facundo gets out of it. They didn't see a Facundo takedown until right toward the end.
Both these guys are extremely flexible, so kind of see how committed Facundo is to the ride.
Clock's lift and return by Facundo, and they're off with 1:53 left in the third period.
All right, watch another Granby from Schubert. That was nice there. If they would have had a little bit more space, he might have been out on that one.
Sort of almost a standing spiral there by Facundo. He basically releases Schubert, so 4-1. Schubert needs a takedown to tie this thing and get something going. Riding time not a factor.
Both of them have been in on single legs. Neither have finished. Facundo almost got a re-attack there on Schubert in that second period. Still got to wrestle here because there's a lot of wrestling left for both these guys. Schubert's just a takedown away from tying this match up.
1:25 to go and one takedown match right now. Next takedown would be huge for either man.
Yes.
Spread the score or tie it up. Oh, Facundo a shot. High crotch on the left side. Trying to turn in to Schubert. Doesn't have control yet. Now Schubert reaches through the crotch, trying to hang on, come through the back door possibly. Facundo turning, traps one leg, trying to get his head clear and shoulders cleared.
Now he's going to start trying to look to put him in danger.
Oh, Facundo's in good position and gets free.
And that's big right there for Facundo. Like I mentioned earlier, he's been getting in on shots. He's just been having trouble finishing. And he finished in that position.
2 takedowns to nothing, and it's 30 seconds left in the match right now, and a 7-1 lead. Facundo in great shape. Schubert's got to pull off a reverse and a near fall or escape and a big throw or something.
Well, they were wanting one more takedown, right? So you see what Coach Taylor's doing. He's giving him the optional start, telling Eric, hey, put him back on his feet, and we're going to go from there.
See if he's going to, gives him the escape. So 7-2, a takedown would be 10-2 in the major, but only 20 seconds left to get it. Schubert doesn't want to give that up, of course.
Kundo's on the hunt.
Kundo putting the pressure on, gets to the leg. No two yet, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No takedown.
Good hustle, though. Good hustle by Facundo, wrestling through the whole period. Nice back and forth for those guys at 174 pounds.
7-2 matches at 184. We got Brian Soldano for Oklahoma, who's ranked number 11, 11-2 on the season. And number 10, Zach Ryder for Oklahoma State, who is 8-4. Ryder's a redshirt freshman from Merrick, New York. And Soldano is a senior, and he comes out of New Jersey, Wanta, New Jersey. Transfer from Rutgers.
You know, and touching on that point, Jay, real quick, talking about that last match, I just had a chance to talk with the perimeter official, Josh Briscoe, during that intermission, and he's like, it's not a stalemate, right? Obviously, people are yelling stalemate. Yeah. When you're in that position, it is not a stalemate. Now, obviously, you start getting and scrambling on the mat, but when you're on your feet and somebody's trying to score and in that position, like, it's not a stalemate. They're going to figure it out. Yeah, but 2.5 minutes. So let's get on to 184 now.
Well, these next two we said are toss-ups. You got 11 versus 10 here, coming up with 197. We got 9 versus 8, so you can just call those a toss-up. Especially, we're not even really halfway through the season hardly, so the rankings are still flexible, to say the least.
Right, and these guys have wrestled before back in 2024. Ryder won that one 4-2. Kind of like you talked about, Soldano's coming from Rutgers University.
Ryder in on the shot.
Almost same position from 174 as far as that rolling right there.
Watch out here.
Ugh. Ah! Yeah, thank you.
Potentially dangerous there. 36 seconds into the match, no score.
Soldano's a 2-time Big Ten place finisher, 6th in 23 and 24, and a 2-time NCAA qualifier.
Oh, Ryder in again on the leg. As Soldano scrambling a bit here. If he can pull the left shoulder clear, that is Ryder we were referring to. But Soldano's got a death grip on it right now.
Yeah, if Ryder can get that left arm out, you see his elbow right there.
Left arm, yeah.
Now, Soldano's pretty slick. He's a little crafty, man. He's got some stuff up his sleeve, too, where he can scramble out of some positions. He's sneaky. See, look at that, look at that, look.
And there, nothing going there. So, got the takedown, but no back points.
Got the takedown, no back points. What Ryder really did a good job was he was able to elevate Soldano's leg kind of in his hip pocket a little bit. It wasn't on the mat, but he had that elevated. He was trying to get him in danger, and Soldano's figuring out, hey, man, either I'm going to try to hit him with a little high fly, get him back over. Definitely don't want to give up near fall, but end up giving up the 3 takedown.
So Soldano to his feet. He's out of there to make it 3-1. Ryder was not that intense on riding after Soldano got to his feet. He said, let's go on our feet again. I'm doing pretty well there.
You know, that was a good attack by Ryder there. You know, we're accustomed to seeing him go get that underhook. But that was a nice high crotch right there off of that underhook. Almost in the same position here.
And there it was. High crotch into a double leg. Soldano fighting it, but there's 3 and tried to throw a half in him. He's got him on his back.
He got swipes on that one.
3, I believe. 3 counts. So it's 3 and 3. 9-1 all of a sudden.
But I'm telling you, Soldano's going to go for something in that position. That's twice he's tried.
Yep. He's an underhooker.
Well, not only underhook, but even from that kind of sitting on his hip, he's feeling something where I think he wants to elevate Ryder over, because he tried it in the first takedown and he tried it there. Now that one came back to bite him.
Final 5 seconds of the period. 9-1. Ryder knocked a pretty big hole in this one so far.
So here's this last takedown that I was just talking about, and if you kind of watch it, it's very, very similar to the first one. Got deep on the high crotch, changed off to the double, got his hands locked. Now kind of watch what Soldano's trying to do. He's got that overhook there. He wants to elevate him there, but Ryder did a good job of getting those hips back and getting a 3 takedown, 3 near fall.
So suddenly 9-1. Quick escape by Soldano makes it 9-2. Let's see what he can get going. Obviously, he's got to pick it up down by 7. Oh, but Ryder's back in on the leg again. He's attacked that.
Oh,
there we go.
I told you.
Ryder was ready for it, slipped through it, but Soldano he went for the goal right there.
Listen, yeah.
That's fun stuff there.
That's why, like I said, he's sneaky. He's tried it twice. That's his 3rd time. So Ryder's felt that. Like I said, they've wrestled before. It was a 4-2 victory for Ryder there. So
this is a match where you could get tired, and there's been a lot of action in this one.
You cannot relax. Even if you're in on a good shot wrestling this Soldano, you cannot relax.
So score 9-2. If you joined us late, Oklahoma State leads the duel 7-0, winning at 165 and where we started, and then 174.
Ryder has been the aggressor from
Sure
Jump
has.
Street.
He's been attacking the
Yes.
legs. Which were thrown in on the edge, both of them looking for position. Leg shot by Ryder again.
But it's a feel for Soldano. He's trying to get him out of position to look for something big. So Ryder's got to be on point when he gets in on those legs and be careful going up to his waist.
Well, Roger Kish told us during the warm-ups that Soldano needs to just watch the underhooks because Ryder loves to do that. And either try for a throw or go down to a high crotch from it. Stall warning against Soldano. 28 seconds left in the second. No scoring here other than the escape in this period.
Said right to our point earlier, Ryder's been the aggressor. 2 high crotches, 1 double leg. Just got a stall call there, so he's definitely pressing the pace. But he's also kind of slowed down a little bit because he felt a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like he felt that a little bit.
And that'll end the period. Still 7-2. It'll be Ryder's choice to start the 3rd.
And here's what I say: desperate men do desperate things, right? So Soldano's down 9-2. So you better believe if Ryder gets back in, he's going to look at something to try to throw him in.
Yeah, and I believe I said 7-2. It was 9-2. I'm glad you caught that. I looked at the score of the previous match. It was 9-1 in that first period. 2 takedowns and a 3-point near fall. So Soldano's got to try some big stuff. No question. When you're down that much now, Ryder trying for a little switch there. Comes to his feet. Oh, watch out here. Watch out here. Whoa! Somebody was in trouble there, but I'm not sure who.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, I'm saying something. I was going to say, watch for Spoleto here. He's got a Merkel locked up, but he's got to be careful of that right leg going over there if Soldano wants to jump over the top and try to go get that. You got blood time?
A little stalemate.
Okay.
Kind of frozen there a bit, and Soldano knows I got to get something big to work. I'm down by 7. A big one or a big move with the pin.
It's in his bag.
Ryder, quadrupod. Soldano reaches through the leg on the right side.
Stand straight up and just sit there with it.
Legs on him, watch out here. Ryder being cautious there, not trying anything too fancy.
Well, he's got to stay solid in all these positions. He just took a quick peek at the clock. There's 45 seconds left. Riding time's not going to be a factor.
Nope, not either
the score's
way.
9-2.
Trying to peel that right foot off is Ryder, but Soldano hanging on to watch out here. Does he dare roll through here?
I think he's just going to stand there with it.
Ryder making progress, but Soldano's still in control, but running out of time.
Yeah, but Ryder doesn't need to put himself in danger either. You know? It's like he doesn't need to get down there. Hands are live. Oh, they missed that one.
Almost.
Yep.
Almost.
Caldwell threw it. Caldwell saw that one.
So don't do that.
Yeah.
And actually,
they threw it.
I'm not
I couldn't
sure
help myself because
what were they challenging?
It's locked hands. He
Oh,
locked his
locked
hands.
hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when he took him back to the mat, he locked his hands. I mean, it was right towards us. But Eric was on one side, Briscoe was on the other side, so they didn't see it. So they'll review it, and that's
now
going to
you're
be
saying,
1 point.
well, there's only 5 seconds. Will it matter? Well,
Hey.
if they do score the penalty, it would be a major
It's a major decision. And this goes down to fighting for every single point.
Because you never know. Here's going to be
So-
a look at it.
Yeah, see if the camera, so there he's down. Even when he rolls him through, it's almost like a gut wrench. When he rolls him all the way through, they'll continue to play that. Roll him all the way through, you can see his hands being locked. It's like a trap arm gut right there. See that? There you go. And then now they got it on the big screen too.
And that would be the difference if there is locked hands with only 5 seconds
Right.
left, unless Soldano could pull off a 2-point near fall in the final 5 seconds. It'll be a major decision, 10-2, if the challenge is successful.
And this is something for Ryder really to build his confidence in, because he has been the aggressor, right? That, like I said, the underhook, the doubles, near fall count here, almost pin. So they're kind of talking about that in the corner. Obviously, the officials are looking at the reviews. So it'll come back 1 point, locked hands with 5 seconds left. That'll make the score 10-2.
Well, Eric Bruchette took his headset off, then he put it back on. So I guess they're not quite through.
Well, I think they may have to go back to what the time was. Now I think it's a time issue.
Yeah.
Now it's a time issue to
so
figure
there could
out
be
how much
12
time
or
is left.
14 seconds instead of 5.
Yeah.
If it's successful, though, whatever time is left, Soldano's got to score a point to keep from getting a major decision against him if the challenge is successful.
All right, I'll take a list. Scores 10-2, 18 seconds left
So
on the clock.
locked hands is the challenge is successful.
Yep.
That'll make it 10-2 and 18 seconds on the clock.
I'm pretty sure Soldano's thinking right here, man, that whistle's going to blow. He may go up to that front headlock, reverse, and try to pull him straight back to see if he can get some quick swipes.
The only other way is let him go and try to take him down, and that's pretty hard to do in that short time.
Yeah. And in Ryder, what his objective is to be, hey, I got to be ready for that. Make sure I'm not leaning too far back.
So 18 seconds left, 10-2 the score. Soldano's got to find a way to score something to keep from giving up the major. Going to try a throw, you would assume, some kind of a roll through. Throw. But Ryder's just spread out, keeping his base. There's the roll through. Got to watch it. He got a near fall right there. Great job, Soldano.
I told you.
3-point near fall and makes it 10 or 3 or 4.
10-6. Like that's what Soldano had to do, right? That's one of those things. Ryder's probably going to go back and watch that and be like, man, I shouldn't even roll. Just stay flat. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But he was wrestling. He went out there and wrestling.
197-pounders, another great toss-up match. DJ Parker for Oklahoma, who wrestled at 184 last year, has moved up a weight and having a very successful year so far. And he goes against Cody Merrill for Oklahoma State. Parker comes in with a record, he's a senior, by the way, from Moline, Illinois, 12-3 this year. And 8 of those 12 victories have been bonus. 5 majors, a tech fall, and 2 pins. And he goes against Merrill. Parker and Merrill 1 spot apart in the rankings at this point individually. I love that when they turn the lights out on us, right when I'm not expecting it. Anyway, they're 1 spot apart, and Parker number 9, Merrill number 8. Merrill is 8-1, the redshirt freshman out of Gilroy, California. So it should be a very entertaining match.
I love Cody Merrill's walkout song. I'll say it again because I haven't said it in 65 days. Everybody was Kung Fu Fights. But this will be a good one right here, Jay, right? Parker lost in the blood round last year, down at 184 pounds. Cody Merrill coming in as a redshirt freshman. DJ Parker is extremely, extremely tough on top. Two-time NCAA qualifier with that cross wrist tilt. We know Merrill's tough to score on, so let's see what happens here at 197 pounds at Bedlam.
Cody Merrill, his only loss was to Adam, or rather was to
Indeed, from
Iowa. Yeah, from Iowa, and that was a tight 4-2 match. But his scores have been low: 5-3, 5-1, 4-3, tiebreaker 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Then he had a couple of dominant ones over unranked people, but usually low-scoring matches.
Yep, low-scoring matches. Merrill's tough on top as well. Like I said, Parker's tough on top as well. So whoever can get, you know, to these legs and score a takedown is going to be crucial in this match, because they're both pretty good during this match, but they're both pretty good on the mat.
Again, Oklahoma State leads the duel 10-0. Got to give Soldano credit for Oklahoma. That late 4-point near fall, getting him out of a major decision.
Sure did, wrestle the whole match. Right?
It would have been pretty easy to check it in with 18 seconds left, saying, well, it's over. And he says, nope, I'm going to score and not give up a major.
These boys are laying some heavy hands out here. Yeah, that's he mushed him. He mushed him on that one. Love it. That's awesome. A little bit of wrestling action, man. Let me introduce you to my palm. Just been one little attack with Parker to Merrill's right leg. I expect this to be somewhat of a, to your point earlier, Jay, a low-scoring affair.
Well, my guess of 12,000 was pretty close. Attendance, 12,544.
There you go.
A sellout. 13,611 is sellout for basketball, but it's a little less for wrestling because of some of these chair seats. Tremendous crowd. 12,000. 12,549. I think I said 12,5. That looks like a 9, not a 4 that they wrote out.
And we got the students back. They start school tomorrow. I want to make sure I point out, because I did get this text message last time when we had the duel here against Stanford about the guys over there in the banana suits. That is a student ministry. I went over there and talked to a couple of them before the duel, and I want to make sure I give their due diligence and give them a shout out, man. But they are here just to support a good atmosphere and cheer on the Pokes. So,
same group as the football bunch.
I think
so. Yeah. Oh,
nice.
Parker's got the leg. And Merrill trying to scramble at the edge. Reaches for a leg, but there is.
Oh, they're going to throw that brick on that one.
No 3 yet.
Short time, too.
They're off the mat.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see if. Nope. Roger Kish had the brick in his hand and then dropped it.
Nice underhook there by Parker. A little throw-by series in there.
Almost 3
Close
for Parker.
Close. This gets to that point where we were talking about Merrill being tough to score on.
Official Eric Burchett talking to Parker. I think he thought he was a little feisty over here on the edge. The time runs out. No score.
Check out this scramble here that these guys just had. And like I said, this came off of Parker's offense with that underhook, little throw by there, got to Merrill's right leg. Merrill's doing a good job here. Sat on his butt, got right back up. This was a big sequence right here. He lifted that leg up. Here's what helped. Hopped right back up, nothing secure, got back to that hip lock.
So Merrill's choice to start the second. So he chooses bottom. This is big, and Merrill out of there and reaches for the leg. Now, had they scored the escape?
No.
Not.
Nope. Parker's still in control right now. So riding time's going his way, but worst case.
So Merrill just shoves him away and gets the escape.
That was a really, really good job by Merrill there. I just talked about how tough Parker was on top when he got that cross wrist.
Good quick move underneath.
It took Merrill no more than 2-3 seconds to get to his feet. Obviously, he was trying to get that reversal, but ended up with the one escape.
With only 15 seconds. Oh, Merrill fired a shot. Not there. Let's see who can get a takedown. What you would expect to be low scoring, a takedown would be huge for either man. You don't see this being a 9-8 match.
And Parker's didn't really field into a 97-pounder. Like I said, he was an 84-pounder last year and put on a little bit of weight, a little bit more muscle. Been wrestling extremely well at 197 for the Sooners.
I said you don't expect this to be a 9-8 match, but they are ranked 9 and 8.
Just you did that on purpose,
no,
Jay.
I said, wait a minute, why does that sound familiar? Oh, they're ranked 9th and 8.
Got a little blood. Got Coach Mark Hall over there, helping out with these upper weight guys from 65 to
director
97.
of operations technically for Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a really good addition for that OU staff right there.
Great wrestler at Penn State.
Yep. Just great wrestlers even through the age group level as well.
Speaking of Penn State, the Nittany Lions go to Iowa this Friday. Should be a big sold-out duel. Poke in the eye there. Unintentional.
It's unintentional, right? It's unintentional. But I tell you what, Parker is getting Merrill to react to those fakes. Now he's going to have to start following them up. So this match has already kind of got a little bit chippy here and there. Merrill's trying to get that vision back. I feel you, man.
Got to make sure I can see.
Yeah, getting poked in the eye don't feel good.
Yeah, that's a good call. With that right hand, he's kind of hitting on that headgear, though. Good clubs, fellas.
2-on-1 tie there by Parker. See if he could work something off of it, but Merrill pulls away from it.
30
Both of
seconds
them have done a lot of half shots trying to set something up, but just not a lot of complete shots.
Crowd's getting behind Merrill here.
A lot of hand fighting in this match.
Yeah.
Collar ties, hand fighting, trying to control the elbows or the hands. And he who controls the hands and elbows usually can score.
He's got some good fakes.
Running
that was the first time he followed
that's
it
the end
up.
of the second period. Just 1-0. No surprise, and Parker's choice.
Oh, he chose neutral. Okay.
Oh, well,
That's
interesting.
Well, it's to the point I discussed earlier, right? Merrill's toughness on top, right? That's how he won the match against McDaniel from Nebraska. Keeps him in a lot of these matches. As a redshirt freshman to get a redshirt senior to say neutral, that's a sign of respect there. Now, Parker's got to go follow that up.
There was a 197-pound match in the consolation round a few years ago at the NCAA tournament. Can't you remember who the wrestlers are? They were both really good on top. They couldn't score in the first. They both took top. They kept turning each other. It was like 14-12, all on near fall points from picking top. It was fun to watch. Because, I mean, they were rolling each other around.
See, now Parker, there's fakes, but he hadn't followed it up with nothing.
I think he's maybe looking for a stall call, but he's got to start following those up for Eric to possibly hit Merrill with one.
A couple of half shots by
There's
Merrill.
that underhook again. That's his position.
Watch out here. Parker's got a little height advantage. He can yank him up. But Merrill squirms out of that, comes in.
Woo! They're going to have to watch this.
Another little head
They're going to
slap.
have to, yeah. Eric's going to have to chit-chat with him just a little bit. Yep. Good job, official. Good job,
guys.
official. Just wrestle.
57 seconds left. Parker trying to pick up the pace, get that winning takedown. And on Merrill again on the leg.
See if he gets back to that underhook.
And unless I missed one, there's not been any stalling warning against either wrestler.
None.
40 seconds left. Good fake shot by Parker, but not there. Stalling warning could be coming against Merrill, I would think. One more shot by Parker, but only 28 seconds later.
There's the first stall
warning. 20 seconds left. Parker still trying to pick up that pace. Push, push, push. Merrill snaps him away, dives in off the edge of that.
But that's smart by Merrill.
That will kill the stalling.
Well, that buys him a little bit more time. Buys him a little bit more time. Let's see if Parker gets back to that little misdirection that he tried to hit earlier.
8 seconds. Dive under tried by Parker, not there. And Merrill blocks him off. Parker still looking for the shot. 2 seconds, 1. And that's it. Merrill wins it, 1-0. Wow. 1-0 the score, 13-0 Oklahoma State. Good match. Great low-scoring match comes out against another senior, redshirt senior Connor Doucette from Oklahoma State. Juan Mora is 10-3, ranked 23rd in the country. Doucette ranked 7th. Senior from Comanche, Oklahoma, 7-1 for the year. And Mora transferred from North Dakota State. He's from Turlock, California. He has 4 Tech Falls to his credit this year, does Mora. So here we go. Doucette taller. Mora's shorter, stockier, very thickly built. These guys are both good competitors.
Yep, Doucette won this 1-0 with the ultimate tiebreaker 2-1. I think that was 2023. Yeah, so it's been some time ago, but like I said, Mora's been having a pretty good year so far. Been putting up a lot of points. Doucette's been putting up a lot of points as well. So we'll kind of see what this match, once again, kind of going back to that 97-pound match, who can go get a takedown, who can go get a score to kind of start expanding the lead.
Well, you know, one thing that impressed me about Mora, frankly, was in the duel last year. He was wrestling Wyatt Hendrickson, already behind, then he turned his ankle. I don't know if you were at that duel, but he really turned his ankle pretty badly and had to take injury time out. They wrapped it, and he was really hobbling, and he gutted it out and wrestled the whole match, even though he was already behind, I think, by 4 or 5 points. And not going to come back against Hendrickson, especially with the bad leg.
Right.
And he wrestled that whole match, and Hendrickson gave him a good pat on the back when it was over, saying, "Hey, you toughed it out."
Yeah.
And he could have just as easily defaulted because the match was not in doubt. The dual match was not. So Oklahoma State with the first 4. The tough road for Oklahoma now is Oklahoma State's favored in every match from here on out. And if you can call Forrest a favorite at 133, he's technically not wrestled an official collegiate match yet, but he's demonstrated in the offseason what he can do against high-level competition. So when he goes against Charmoli, it'll be interesting. But
more with that big hook there. Good hook. Nothing significant just yet. A lot of action just happened right here in the middle. Some hand fight, pushing a little bit.
And the big change in Doucette, of course, is last year working with Hendrickson all year. They got him to open up his offense finally. Year before last, when he was the starter, I'm not sure he had more than 3 takedowns the whole season. He's put up some pretty big numbers against some decent heavyweights this year. He's only lost 2-1 to A.J. Ferrari on riding time. So he's had a very solid season so far.
Yep. We're going to end this bad boy 0-0 after this first period.
5 seconds left. Nobody's come close. Don't forget, we'll have a halftime break after this.
And Jay, you get to present an award.
Sure, an Oklahoma State wrestler who had a tremendous national tournament last year will receive a much-deserved award at halftime. A very prestigious award.
Yep. And you presented this last year in Ames to, was it David Carr?
David Carr.
Okay. This is where Doucette's...
Watch out, Doucette trying to...
Little home base has been in this top position.
Yeah. Picks up the leg, back on top. He's very good at that.
Yep. And he's pretty good even in that little crab ride position, kind of rolling them through to try to get it either a swipe or 2 if he can.
If he can, yeah. Get a little cheap tilt. But he's got just 24 seconds riding time so far. Mora's been very active underneath.
I think more.
He did not like the advice.
No, I think he was trying to see the clock.
Oh,
I'm not for sure because he couldn't see the clock and wanted to know either how much ride time he has, how much time has already been off the clock or whatever, but he...
Well, standing in front of the Daktronic scoreboard was Austin Marston, former Oklahoma State wrestler. He's a pretty big boy. He's a heavyweight here. And he was blocking the scoreboard.
Maybe with his hands just saying, hey, man, I can't see that clock.
Spiral ride by Doucette briefly. Still goes up underneath, tight waist, right side, under the left arm. Mora still scrambling, moving well. They're off. 47 seconds riding time. And this is Doucette's strength.
Yeah,
on
this
top.
is yep. And once again, key sequence right here. 47 seconds of riding time for Doucette. So probably if they go out of bounds again, you know, he'll be over a minute at that point in time.
Here we go. 1:13 left, second period. No score. 13-0. The dual score. Oklahoma State on top. Doucette still working hard. Spiral right again with a tight waist.
Just now going over a minute.
There's the minute. And the longer this goes, especially for big men, the tougher it is underneath. They can really take a lot out of you.
Well, you know, we talked about taking that sting out of him a little bit. And like I said, this is Doucette's position, and he's just going to eat up a little bit more clock sitting there on the edge with his toes still in, right? So that puts him at a minute 16 of riding time. 44 seconds left in the second period. But then it also gives him a little bit of insurance.
If you get it built up and you get rid of a little bit.
Well, you go to the third period,
yeah,
you go down.
You can still get out in time,
yeah.
Preserve your minute.
Yep.
So he's got 1:16, as you said, 44 seconds left in the second. Mora's still been moving well under, reaches back. I thought he was going to try to trap the head for a second.
I do like what Mora's doing. He's trying to seal Doucette off every time he gets in there, but Doucette's doing a little bit better job of getting back underneath his elbows.
Flatten him out again briefly, but Mora pops right back to his knees. He is not giving up the ghost by any means. But tight waist has been tough for Doucette. 139, 140.
Okay, so I got to say something here. They're booing, but if you watch their knees on the mat, when Doucette pushes him, Mora's sliding. These are big fellas. They out there sweating, right? So I think the fans are thinking Mora's crawling out of bounds. It ain't got nothing with him crawling out of bounds.
Just sliding.
He's moving and he's sweating. They just slide, they glide is what they're doing. Oh, man. Supporting their team, though.
Here we go. 10 seconds left in the period. Doucette trying to ride it out. Mora wants that escape.
Oh, he got it.
Mora. And Mora.
He got it.
Is even, and he got it. With
That's
1
big.
second left. Great job by Mora.
And he went back to what he did earlier, where you talked about kind of reaching behind the head a little bit, but that's where he ended up sliding out. Doucette will probably go down. Got 2 minutes of ride time. Exactly.
I'm wondering if Mora will just let him go.
Well, no. They're going to adjust the ride time, so it's not 2 minutes exactly. It's got to be like 1:58 or.
He signaled the escape with 1 second left.
Okay, 1:59.
Should be 1:59.
Yeah, that's what they're adjusting right now.
There we go.
There we go.
They corrected on the board. Now, will Mora? Does he think he can ride, or will he let him go?
He won't ride Doucette.
What's the strategy here? Doucette chooses bottom, of course. Mora, or maybe he's going to try to get under a minute, and then I don't know. And if he can't get him under a minute, then let him up.
That's got to be his first goal.
I mean,
but you kind of see, you know, basic. Now, who gets the takedown? There had been a significant shot.
Right.
It's third. A lot more sweaty now than when they were in the first. So, shot, re-attack, snap down, go behind. No stall calls.
One takedown would be a big move in this one. 1-1 on the board, but Doucette has 1:51 riding time.
I thought he was going to follow that one up after that elbow pass there.
Here we go, little half shot by Mora. Doucette's got a high crotch briefly, but Mora popped out of that.
Shot, reshot.
Minute 5 to go. Doucette just kind of playing it cool, maybe waiting for Mora to make a bad shot.
Either keep him on edge a little bit or force him into a bad shot and see if he can get a go behind.
Now, pressure's on Mora, obviously. He's the one who has to score.
Yeah, he's got to hustle a little bit more.
40 seconds. 2-1. Doucette counting the riding time, which is now locked. Mora reach, Doucette, a counter. Mora pops out of it.
He's trying to put two hands on that leg, but he can't get it.
20 seconds. Mora got to find a way to get something here. No stalling calls. That won't be an issue. 10 seconds. Mora tries to dive. Doucette counters, gets the leg. Oh, Mora pops out of there. 5 seconds.
Mora actually hit him a nice little low level
one, and that'll do it. 2-1 Connor Doucette on 1:51 riding time. Cowboys jump the lead to 16-0 halfway through the duel. Got a halftime intermission coming up. So, the 125-pounders will lead us off when we come back. Stay with us. Big 12 now on ESPN+.
Well, Ryder had a major decision, but man, Saldano did a heck of a job of finding out a way. And our last 2 matches were 1-point matches, 1-0 for Merrill, 2-1 for Doucette. So a lot of action going on right now here in this Bedlam. I got Mr. Wyatt Hendrickson dropping something off right in front of me. But we're going to be starting back at 125 here in just a little bit. They're going to get this award presentation done, and it's just been an awesome atmosphere so far here in Gallagher-Iba Arena. Get a look at some of these upcoming matches here, starting back at 125 with that spark plug they call Troy Spratley going against Condrick Hendrickson. You see there at 133, you got the introduction of Jax Forrest coming out for the Cowboys. 141, you got Tyler Wells against Sergio Vega, Swiderski and Braun, and up a cloudy draw.
Amateur Wrestling News presents the Hammer Award for the past 10 years to the wrestler that the staff feels won the most difficult weight class at the NCAA tournament. Last March in Philadelphia, the winner was a young man who defeated national champions in the semifinals and finals. The 2025 Amateur Wrestling News Hammer Award goes to Dean Hamady, Jr.
Dean Hamady won the 174-pound national championship with back-to-back wins over former national champions such as number 2 Levi Haynes and number 1 Keegan O'Toole. Dean was one of the country's most dominant wrestlers with a 27-1 record, 17 ranked wins, 19 bonus wins. Dean, congratulations.
God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine! Well, my name's...
To win the Dan Hodge Award and just the 8th heavyweight to attain the award. Completed a flawless 27-0 season with wins over All-Americans and 2 former national champions en route to his NCAA title. Let's hear it for Wyatt, Captain America, Hendrickson. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Hammer Award winner, Danny Hodge Trophy winner, and the 5 champions, Dean Hamady, Wyatt Hendrickson.
be in the winner's circle when it's all said and done.
Yep, that's why we say with these rankings, man, throw them out of the window because they do not matter come postseason, that's for sure. Spratley does have a 2-0 lead over Conrad Hendrickson as far as their head-to-head matchups. So there's a stall call there on Hendrickson.
So first, that's the only stalling warning that there has been. Next one would be a point, not a warning.
And see that position right there? You kind of saw Spratley try to hit that dump. He pinned Hendrickson in that a couple years ago with that little pull dump right there. Hendrickson was ready for it on that one, though.
Or Spratley, well, virtually everybody will have a height advantage on Hendrickson at this weight because he's just extremely short, but very stockily built.
A minute left, well, minute 10 left here.
There's a shot by Spratley, almost had it, but didn't get it. Good sprawl back by Hendrickson.
Spratley right now, game plan, keep that pace going, right? That's probably about, I don't know, 5-6 shots to none so far. Like I said, he's already got an early stall call. He's going to look to try to get another one if he can.
There's a shot by Hendrickson, gets the leg. Spratley, though, breaks it down. They're on the edge. Spratley's got to get his foot cleared. Hendrickson had him trapped between the thighs. So Spratley's hip is cleared. It's a long reach for Hendrickson from there to try to get to Spratley's other leg. 33 seconds left. 1 foot still in by Hendrickson, so they're still wrestling.
Still wrestling on the edge. Spratley's in a better position now with that little shin whizzer. And try to see if he can get his hip square.
Oh, now he comes around, but they're off. 21 seconds to go, still no score. Final 15 seconds. Each man looking for an edge. But final few seconds run off here, no score, so got to be good for Hendrickson to hold it to no score through one period. Spratley's choice, he chooses bottom. And let's see if Hendrickson in the past has not been able to ride Spratley, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Spratley quickly comes up, trying to peel the waist hand free. Doesn't have it done
does
yet.
have a stall call. He's already got one stall call. You see the official count?
Not trying to bring him to the mat.
No.
Ooh. Now Spratley's out of there. Probably a good thing for Hendrickson because he was in danger getting hit for stalling. Spratley working on that head, collar ties and heavy hands on the head, but see if he can catch the man popping back up. But Hendrickson having none of it so far.
Probably keeping the pressure forward a little bit.
Still nothing going on. 58 seconds left in the second. Spratley's not really had any luck penetrating. Hendrickson had one good shot after giving up a few shots early and getting a stalling warning. He did get in one good shot. Leg shot by Spratley. Hendrickson, though, pops back. Another one by Spratley. And there's a stalling call. So that makes it 2-0 on the penalty. 25 seconds to go in the period. And blocked by Hendrickson, nothing going there. 18 seconds to go. I think if you're Spratley, being the fairly heavy favorite, you don't want to turn this into a 1 or 2 point match down the stretch. You want to try to separate, of course, from Hendrickson's standpoint. If he can stay close, he's got a chance to pull the upset.
But Spratley's doing what he needs to do right now, right? He's still attacking. He's still in the match. He's looking for those shots, little high crotch elbow passes as well, snap down, go behinds. He's been the aggressor, right? Even though the score only says, well, 2-0 now, so we'll see how much he wants to ride. We know this is one of Spradley's good positions here.
Ooh, good return by Spradley. Looks like he wants to get that riding time up.
Yeah.
He's only got none so far. Just now getting back to even. And they're off. 1:41 to go in the match. 1 second riding time for Spradley. So he's got a ways to go to get a minute, obviously. And Hendrickson needs to get out of there so he can get something going.
Get something going.
With the tight way, Spradley's really controlled him so far. Keep thinking Hendrickson's going to maybe try a Granby or something, but he hasn't yet.
Spradley's doing a good job, top pressure, coming with a good tight waist with that right arm, claw with his left hand. Just kind of flowing real well right now with Hendrickson. Get to the edge, thrust a little bit more. Hendrickson's hands were still in. Good job, little adjustment there by Spradley to get a little bit more riding time, kind of circle his feet back in. He's at 30 seconds now on riding time.
Hendrickson, as we said, is 10-6, so he's had a pretty solid season so far. By the way, looking ahead, Oklahoma State doesn't have another duel for a few days here. They've got next one coming up is Missouri, 12 days from now at Missouri. Oklahoma's next match will be 5 days from now, hosting Air Force.
Okay. Spradley about to go over a minute riding time, 58 seconds. I think they just hit him with a stall call. Sitting on that ankle. That's where that stall call came from, sitting on the ankle.
Well, he's almost got it a minute, 58 seconds. Wonder if he might let him go after he gets the minute. Sometimes a coach on this, I'd say that's jumping a little early.
Yeah, I think that's a call.
Sometimes a coach will say, no, I want you to ride this man. I want you to work on breaking a guy down, getting a good aggressive ride, and ride him out, try to get a turn. Or they say, okay, let him go and go back on your feet.
Yeah, it all just depends on that flow of the match, man. Nope, good stuff. Oh, got one count.
One count, but not two.
And that's where Spradley's really tough at, man. It doesn't look like he's got much, right? But he gets in so tight, pinches those knees together with the good tight waist in that claw. You get you a couple cheap swipes in there, that can definitely separate you.
Got one, but not two, but the riding time's up to 1:25 now with only 15 seconds left in the match, so riding time is locked. So he's going to ride this thing out. It looks like 5 seconds left, and that will make it a 3-0 victory for Troy Spradley with the 1:42 riding time. And the dual score goes to 19-0. They turned the lights out, and I don't think this is Tyler Charmoli. I think he was.
For some of you that obviously have not had a chance to watch Forrest Russell, he's an extremely, extremely decorated young man. Made the senior world team this year as a high schooler. Got 5th there in a controversial finish for the bronze. U23 world champion in 2025. U17 world silver medalist. He's a 4-time Power 8 champion. And I mean, his style is all out. Beautiful pass by, as you've just seen, and his goal is to try to put as many points on the board as possible.
Non-stop pace with him. He just goes and goes and goes.
He's going to go bottom leg cradle from that position.
Take down, and he's getting the count. Got the cradle. Close to a pin, not yet. He's pinned. He's pinned in 47 seconds. Jack Forrest makes the debut. A short but fun one for him.
They got the pin confetti falling in GIA at 133 pounds.
Wow.
For Jack Forrest. in his IBA debut.
47-second pin. One of our officials was, I won't say who or anything, but was kind of surprised and had wide eyes as he walked off the mat. My goodness, that was quick. So, unbeaten freshman for Oklahoma State coming up. And that is Sergio Vega, ranked second nationally. He's 8-0, the freshman from Tucson. He's going against Tyler Wells for Oklahoma. And Wells is a junior from Princeton, Minnesota, transfer from University of Minnesota. He's 9-5, not currently ranked, or beg your pardon, ranked 25th against Sergio Vega. Vega wasted no time in going in for a shot, but potentially dangerous calls.
Well, I'm not mad at that, right? He saw Vega's knee, and that's their official's job, is to protect the athlete out there on the mat. And to your point, talking about Tyler Wells, transferring already, talked about his two-time national qualifier at 133 pounds, so he's up a weight class here. And Vega just has had a phenomenal freshman season so far, true freshman season at 141 pounds, ranked #2 nationally for the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Well, Vega is another one of those guys you don't want to get in a scramble with him. He is a scrambler deluxe.
Yep, he can wrestle in all positions. He's good on bottom, he's good on top, he's good on his feet, he's got different attacks. He can pin you from a lot of different positions, especially if you're in on that leg and he catches you with that cradle.
And he showed that in the Nebraska match against Brock Hardy with that cradle.
And Wells is a goer as well, man. Watching him wrestle at 133 pounds, that dude doesn't stop wrestling either.
Should be fun. A lot of action in this one.
Yep. This is Vega's position with that elbow control. He's already tried to hit one of those little ducks early.
Well, and going back for a second to 133, what can you say about Jax Forrest? It was like a hurricane was just unleashed out there.
Yep.
I mean, it's just like a waterfall of movement.
And that's his style. That is his style. Expect the unexpected, expect a lot of excitement, expect a lot of points.
And sometimes he'll wade into something that is not good for him, but he'll find a way out of it in those big matchups we've seen and win. So he was very impressive, no question.
These guys have some common opponents in. Vegas 2-0 against these common opponents. Nice little duck attempt there by Wells, though.
Slowed down a bit after that opening flurry. A minute 12 left. Score 25-0 in favor of Oklahoma State. Of course, we have 3 matches left. Sooners looking to break through, get into the scoring column.
Vega doesn't mind this position right here. Wells doing a good job of bouncing that head off the mat. Little short offense. Trying to see if he can bounce that head off the mat, create a little space, and go getting a go behind if possible. But Vega doesn't mind that position. We'll get right back to that line, get set, get ready to scrap.
47 seconds left in the first, no score. Vega was in early, but a potentially dangerous hold stopped that one. No one's come that close to scoring since.
Good overtie. See Vega with that overtie snap. Back to his elbow control.
Vega, kind of a tall, lanky 41-pounder. Wells, I would say, is more just traditional average height, average build. Not extra tall, lean, not extra short and bulky.
Vega's been a little bit more on the offense, on the prowl, a little bit more stalking. So just kind of see how that takes effect here later on in this match.
Okay. So you see Oklahoma State's had 3 freshmen really had a great start there, combined 23-1. And of course, D. Lockett did not wrestle this evening, but now I guess you could go 24-1 if you throw in Forrest's quick victory a while ago. So they've had great luck with some outstanding freshmen. And Vega chooses bottom quickly out of there for the 1-0 lead.
And that's one thing Coach Taylor was talking about, David was talking about. You know, you've got all these guys, man. Let's go out here and see what they can do. You know, you put them in these environments. They do the stuff in the room. Let's see if you can do it in front of everybody.
Yeah, and you always wonder when a freshman makes his debut, even if he's highly touted, highly ranked, you never know if get in front of a big collegiate crowd will make him tighten up a little, whatever. I didn't see him get shot there, but Wells,
Watch this
I
position,
didn't see any evidence of that with Forrest.
Watch the. This is Vegas'
This
spot.
is Vegas.
This is Vegas'
he
spot.
likes to work from.
Yep. He's going to start elevating that leg.
Here he comes, coming to the side, puts the head into the leg, trying to lift it.
Yep.
And watch out for the cradle.
But the frustration there from Vega is that's his position there.
Sure.
It was a little bit better that time than it was the first time.
And he didn't argue the call, he just went back, got in the circle.
Now, well, that time he didn't. This time he kind of put his hands up because he knew where he was at there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got those, I call them loosey-goosey knees. My knees don't work like that now. Pretty sure there's a lot of people out there listening to me that
there's a
knees
stall
don't work
warning against Wells. Vega fired a little shot there.
But that's where I was talking about that stalking part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vega's been the aggressor. He's been the one, snap and shoot and get to a leg, right? He's been on the leg twice, and you kind of see Wells' butt's been more towards the edge.
Wells has got to get in there. 30 seconds left in the period. Nobody's been able to score offensively. Just 1-0. And hanging on the edge there a bit is Wells trying to get off the track.
Oh, he almost. Hey, I don't know how he did that, but he dagged there, scored there.
7 seconds left. Vega trying to keep that 1 foot in, but they're off right as the buzzer goes off. So no scoring there. Good job at Wells hanging in there.
Okay, so here's what they're doing. They're conversating. They're either going to go down. They were talking about that because, Vegas tough on top as well now.
Now, does Vegas say, I'm going to ride or I'm going to keep pushing now, keep getting installed on their feet? I don't know.
I think he's going to ride.
He's going to try to ride.
He's going to ride,
so
man.
let's see.
Yeah. Now, if he gets to a position where he, needs to give up one instead of a reversal, he'll let him go.
So Wells, of course, needs to get out. Vega, got the little figure 4 in there and working on the head. I can't see exactly what from here, but
then also
watch that cradle.
And also remember, Wells does have it. He's got a stall call.
And Vega loves to cradle if he gets a chance.
And he's trying to stay above the knee, right? You just mentioned that you kind of see him continue to scoot forward, right, in that position, right? Because that's what he's looking for, that cradle and or wing on that left side.
Wells can't really go anywhere. He's been stuck there.
They've been here there's 33 seconds. They've been here for almost 40 seconds right there in the center of the mat. Wells flat on his belly. But this is why Vega's going to continue to work on top.
Like a lot of guys who are long for the weight, he's really good on top.
Yep. And
watch a little chicken wing there.
Yep.
On the left side. Vega.
And he's staying busy, so he's going to let him work here because he's staying active on top, working for a turn. You hear the crowd hitting stalling for Wells because he hadn't got to a belly yet.
50 seconds remaining.
Ride time for Vegas at 1:06. There's another stall call.
That'll be a point.
Mat wrestling. Mat wrestling is key. Learn how to ride on top. Vega's doing what he needs to do to win this match. He's been the aggressor on his feet. Wells went down, and now he's trying to ride this period out and finish it on top and get another victory for the Cowboys.
20 seconds left. Riding time is locked at 1:33, so he will have riding time. If it stays this way, it'll be a 3-0 shutout by Vega. And I'm sure he would like to have scored more points, but the important thing is he didn't get frustrated for him. He just kept at it.
And I think sometimes that, matches like that happen. Obviously, you want to score more points. They want to put more points on the board, just any wrestler. But sometimes if it doesn't, you're still trying to find a way to get out of there with a W.
So they restart, and Wells gets out of there, I think, yes.
There's another one. Yep, hit him with another one. That's another point.
Fleeing the mat.
Yep. So that makes it 3-1. Originally, the score's 4-1.
Got the escape, but got caught for fleeing the mat. Well, he didn't give him a penalty point. He just gave the escape, apparently.
Look at that, still working. Still working.
So the riding time 1:43.
Vega looked over at the bench real quick.
Sorry about that, but they pulled a switch on us.
Yep.
For Oklahoma State, 18th ranked Casey Swiderski. And Braun is a guy we weren't sure if he's a redshirt freshman from Edmond North. And of course, Swiderski's an Iowa State transfer for Oklahoma State. And he's ranked 18th, as we said. And Swiderski's from Dundee, Michigan, redshirt junior, 6-5. Got off to kind of a rough start in the dual season. Looked a little sluggish, it seemed like, but has come on of late. And he's right after it with a shot right there, but no takedown.
Braun's a redshirt freshman from Missouri.
Why did I say Edmond North? That was
Hollingsworth. So
actually, he's from Woodbury, Minnesota, according to their media guide. Ooh, nice little shot there by Swiderski. He's been looking much more active here lately in his matches.
And you know, he's kind of, Swiderski's kind of even had the same little struggles that Facundo has had. The finishing part. Braun's doing a heck of a job scrapping out of this. Really good job by Braun there. Good swing single by Swiderski.
Coming.
Nice counter there by Braun.
Yes, because he was close to being taken down, but Alex Braun did not give it up.
Braun actually did a good job of stopping that double, too, that early double that Swiderski had.
Another good shot by Swiderski. Whoa, Swiderski has to kick away. Braun countered.
A little back and forth. Go ahead, fellas.
That's
I
good.
see you.
Keep up the action. That's fun.
That's right.
We're not tired. We know you might be with that much action, but although I kind of got tired just watching Forrest. Too much energy over there. That was pretty interesting to watch. And another good low single there by Swiderski. Braun trying to fight it off. Wants to turn back in. Thought maybe he might dive through, but he didn't get a chance. There's the three. 2 points. Good return. So Swiderski very persistent to get that takedown. Been in several times.
Yeah, finally got in there to finish one. Had 3-4 different attacks. Was able to finish that one. Like I said, Braun did a heck of a job in that first one to defend that one, but Swiderski ended up getting that last one.
So 3-0 Swiderski, 1:03 left in the first. Coming up in our finale, Leighton Schneider for Oklahoma, redshirt freshman from Edmond, will tangle with another outstanding freshman for the Cowboys. There's the escape by Braun, and that's Landon Robidoux, who's had an outstanding start to his freshman year. Another one of those guys where pace is the thing.
Yes.
Oh, good ankle pick again by Swiderski. He's been tough on that ankle. There's 3. 6-1 count. Final 20 seconds.
Man, that's big. Nice club there by Swiderski. Change the directions. Go get to that ankle.
Chicken wing on the left side. Can he turn?
I don't think he's got a good grip on that wrist to kind of take him to the right there. So he's going to kind of
final 5 seconds. It was 6-1 first period for Swiderski, plus 44 seconds riding time. Nice quick shot.
Yeah, this is that last takedown. Little snap club. He's getting there. He's elevating that leg. Sits up on the hip. Does a good job of defending this neck wrench right here. And then finally gets all the way over there to that far side. Chops that arm. Braun realizes I got to let that bad boy go.
And there's, you know, I didn't look. It was that Swiderski's choice?
Yeah, I'm not for sure.
Well,
started back on the feet,
should have been.
Whoever it was.
And Swiderski chose neutral. I believe that's right. No, it would have been Braun, because Vega had the choice second period last match for Oklahoma State. So I looked down at my score sheet. They were already standing on their feet. So still 6-1.
See if Swiderski gets back to that single leg. Ooh, just missed the leg.
Wells, or rather Braun, a little jumpy, I think, at this point, because it's that ankle has been there for Swiderski's taking.
That was back to that single. So, like I said, it's been the single, little snap chain. Ooh, man, good left-hand club. Snap has been attacked. That right there. He's been in there a couple times on that one.
And I'm really impressed so far to see if Swiderski can pull it back in at the pace Swiderski has put on in this match. He did not have that early in the year, not at all. Pulls him back in.
Oh!
And there's 3.
Got the little Navy ride, tried to lock up. He's trying to elevate that bottom leg. That's why Braun's got his feet crossed. That was really good edge wrestling there by Swiderski. Braun was trying to pull him out. Swiderski did a good job of elevating that leg up. Almost caught him on his back there. Ended up getting a 3-point takedown. 20 seconds left here in this second period. 9-1 for Swiderski with 1 minute and 8 ride time. Swiderski's definitely been the aggressor there. Getting a little direction from the corner before he walks back to the center. Jogs back to the center, for that matter.
Now, interestingly enough, though, Oklahoma State, of course, is dominated on the board. Going into
good match.
Going into 133, they had 3 straight matches where they did not score a takedown. Interesting enough.
Really good match return. Here's that last takedown by Swiderski there on that edge wrestling that I was talking about. Shin Wizard by Braun. Swiderski gets him up, starts to elevate that leg, rubber arms out, gets him up right there, cuts him back, securing that 3-point takedown.
So 9-1 as we go to the third, and Braun does take bottom. So I was wrong. It was actually Swiderski's choice in the second, choosing neutral.
Swiderski did the optional start.
Lets him go. So 9-2.
I don't think if Braun has a stall call, I just say that there. Yeah, I don't think there's been a stall call yet.
No, I didn't see one. If there was, I missed it.
Trying to find that foot. Rotate his hips down or push that leg out one way or the other.
And Braun hanging on through the crotch there, just trying to get out of that with no points. But at 9-2, he's got to find a way to put something on the board. By the way, if he could score a takedown here, it would be Oklahoma's first of the duel. They do not have a takedown. And the only time they scored even more than 3 points was the 4-point near fall by Soldano right at the end of that match.
Less than 50 seconds remaining.
So looking for the first takedown go. Swiderski right back on the leg again.
He caught Braun flat-footed there. Bottom leg cradle again. Oh, he's going to try to pass that.
No 3 yet.
He's trying to cross-face and extend that right leg so Braun can't pass that through. See if he can get that done. He's pretty close to it. Yeah, he's pretty close. Oh, good job
by Braun. Got out of that one. 15 seconds left in the match as they're off with 14. So 9-2, but right in time is locked. So it'll be a major decision if nothing changes here in the last 14 seconds.
Swiderski got one more shot in him.
Oh! And he got the 3.
Gets it done. Wow, 2 seconds left.
So
with the
riding time of 136, 13-2. Major decision for Casey Swiderski. That runs the score. It's Leighton Schneider for the Sooners and another Edmond North product. He's a redshirt freshman, 6-7 this year, and he goes against Landon Robidoux, the true freshman from Oklahoma State. Robidoux been outstanding this year, just has the one loss to Youngtrell Taylor of Nebraska. And Robidoux's 7-1. He's from St. Michael, Minnesota. And another one that has a very vigorous pace.
Yep, nonstop, in your face, good hand fighting. We've talked about that since Jump Street, since he's been out here wrestling for the Cowboys. Schneider originally started this season at 149 pounds. Went on up to 157. Now's the starter for the Sooners here. That's the first stall call of the match on Schneider.
After 48 seconds, Robidoux does keep the pressure on. That's his style.
This is where it's really good right there.
Slide by there.
Just a nice go.
There's three.
Three-point.
Take down Robidoux.
That's one of those things, you're trying to weather the storm. Trying to stay in there and battle, but you got a guy that really knows how to hand fight, man. It's something. As I always say, wrestling is hard.
And it's supposed to be.
It's
right?
supposed to be, because nobody's going to give you anything. You got to go earn it. Robidoux with a 3-0 lead. Optional start.
And he does release him. You never know. Sometimes they'll pull a little tricky. I believe it was, I want to say it was Lockhart, the heavyweight from Illinois about 10 years ago, who would signal that. But then he'd run around and headlock the guy instead of releasing. He caught a couple of guys and put them on their back that way.
Robidoux with another takedown there. Schneider's dad, Andy Schneider, is the head coach of Edmond North.
Well, that takedown, of course, made it 6-1.
You see Robidoux's just nonstop stalking. Every time Schneider escapes, he's right back in his face. Hand fight, snaps, push, pull.
No time to rest.
No.
Oh, Schneider trying to hang in there and fight, but gives that one up. It was too easy for
all that set up with those hand fights. Hand fight, push, pull, snap. Hand fight, push, pull, snap. Then he may change the combination up a little bit. Then he gets you guessing, and next thing you know, he's in on your leg. 20 seconds left here in this first period. 9-2 score for Robidoux. I got to tip my hat to everybody that came. What a crowd. What a crowd, what a crowd, what a crowd. This is the first time I think we've had a Bedlam duel at 5 o'clock. We talked about that earlier. Obviously, the students start back tomorrow. You know, over 12,500 people in here. Today, obviously, had the women's basketball game at 1 o'clock, so I'm pretty sure some of those folks came back. Little League Wrestling, they came in. So kudos to everybody that showed up, and kudos to the folks that are listening to Jay and I on ESPN+.
You bet. Congratulations for the crowd. Coach David Taylor been working on that.
Here's that last takedown by Robidoux in that first period, getting ready to start the second period. Robidoux, snap, push, pull, a little post, boop.
Boop. He takes neutral
right
to start the second.
Yeah.
By the way, assuming that unless something big changes in this match, this would be Oklahoma State's first Bedlam shutout.
Oh, yeah?
Since 1992.
Wow.
36 years ago.
I was going to say, I wasn't in college by then. I didn't get here till 93.
And it will be the 21st straight that they have won, which is the longest streak ever that either team has won in the series. 20 was the longest. There's another takedown.
And that started with a good double leg attempt by Robidoux there. Kid's explosive.
So 12-1, or rather 12-2 the score. They come back to the center, and we're still not even midway through the second period. Another optional start signaled. Doesn't let him go yet. And then now he does. So 12-3. And Robidoux right back in, and Bloom,
That's strength. Strong.
A vigorous
Good hip
hips.
down there. Good hips. Look at her face.
She's
Says
going,
it
no,
all.
no. So 15-3 the score. I think I have it right.
Yeah, here's that
15-3.
takedown by Roberty, man. I hadn't said this in a while, but he brought his hips to the party right there. Boom.
And
Good job.
turned him in
And
enough
turned
so he
him
didn't
in.
land on
Yep,
his head.
Yep.
Still didn't feel great, I'm sure,
No.
but at least you didn't have to worry about a terrible head or neck injury.
No.
And he's going to let him go this time. Of course, if he lets him go and takes him down again, still wouldn't quite be a tech fall. You'd need a near fall in there somewhere, which he's working
assassin.
on. 29 seconds left in the period, and the count 15-3, 32-0, the dual score.
He's just going to ride this one out, obviously. 20 seconds left, 15 seconds left, excuse me. Looking for maybe a sub back. Like I said, he just tried that assassin there.
If one thing, when you're winning this handily, I think that David Taylor probably would comment on would be that Oklahoma State, in let's see, 2, 3, and 4 matches did not have a takedown tonight. 4 matches out of the 10. I'm sure he wouldn't be too happy about that. So there's the escape to make it 15-4. Time running out the second period.
But to that point, Jay, there's always something to work on.
Sure.
Right? Like that's the beauty of this sport, man. Beauty of this sport, beauty of life. Always something to work on, always something to get better at.
Schneider's choice, he chooses neutral.
Yep.
Oh, wait a
Change
minute.
it
Now
up,
the
he's gonna
coach
go
says,
down.
no, I want
Yep.
you to go down, so he takes down.
Pretty sure, yep.
Probably
Optional
figures
start.
sure he's going to let him up anyway, is I'm guessing what they're thinking. Optional start. Again, though, he doesn't let him go. I mean, this time he goes and like he's trying to hook up a cradle or something, but didn't let him go.
Yeah, Roberty's kind of working for a fall, looking for something in there.
So still 15-4, 143 left in the match. Optional start signal again. This time he shoves him away, makes it easy. And 15-5. 2 takedowns to end this in a tech fall. And there's one of them right there. So 18-5 after that takedown. He releases him 18-6. One more would do it. Oh, no, going for a snake there, I think it looked like for a minute. Instead, he gets the 3, and that'll do it right there. So he ends this duel with a flourish in 5 minutes and 46 seconds. The technical fall, 21-6. And that'll make the final score 37-0. Oklahoma State extends this streak to 21 and posts its first shutout of Oklahoma in the Bedlam series since 1992. So Hardell always a great job, and what a great night for wrestling with this crowd.
What a great night. A lot of folks here. A lot of folks came. Cowboys put on a show from 165 all the way through, right? So obviously we'll be back here in a little bit while. We got some time left until the Utah Valley duel, but
12 days.
12 days, better than 65.
Well, it's been a great night for wrestling here, especially for Oklahoma State. They had the debut of Jax Forrest, who made that a spectacular debut. They rolled to the shutout. We want to thank everyone who worked on this. Of course, our producer extraordinaire, Madison Brown. My thanks to Hardell Moore, as always, super job. And again, to the tremendous crowd of everybody who came out to join us, and you folks watching via Big 12 on ESPN+. So long.